Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a young maiden, a sad young lad,
I wish
and a childless baker.
more than life.
I wish
With his
more
wife,
than anything.
more than the moon. I wish the king is giving a festival.
More than life. I wish
I wish to go to the festival.
more than riches.
And the ball.
I wish my cow would give us some milk.
More than anything.
I wish we had a child. Squeeze,
I want a
pal.
child.
Squeeze, pal.
I wish to go to the
I
festival.
wish you'd give us some milk.
I have a child. I wish. You wish to go to the festival.
the poor girl's mother had died,
Why, you Cinderella?
The festival, the king's festival!
and her father had taken for his new wife,
The festival.
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails, your dress.
People would laugh at you.
Nevertheless, I still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince. Ha, 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 ha.
All three were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son was not a fool. I wish the house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child, what in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might just be what Milky Way needs to produce his milk.
It's a she. How many times must I tell you only she's can produce milk?
Like a big little girl.
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread. Please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you pick them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun. Or 4.
Birds in the sky, birds in the leaves and the leaves in the fields and the castles and
A
ponds.
few of those pies, please.
Down from the leaves and the leaves over fields out of castles and ponds.
No squeeze, pal.
Little birds flit through the ashes, pick and peck, but swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot.
Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
But mother, no, he's the best cow.
Was. She's been dry for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
But Milky Way is my best friend in the whole world.
Look at her. There are bugs on her dogs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump, big enough to be a hump.
But
Son, we've no time to sit and dither, while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Sometimes I fear you're touched.
Into the woods I have to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods at time and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
You are certain of your way.
The light is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
don't stray and be late.
And save some of those sweets for Granny.
Into the woods and down the dell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods and who can tell what's waiting on the journey. Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all that I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house and home before dark.
Fly, birds, back to the sky, back to the eaves and the leaves and the fields and the...
Hurry up and do my hair, Cinderella. Are you really wearing that?
Here I found a little tear, Cinderella. Can't you hide it with a hat?
You look beautiful.
Oh, I know. She means me.
Put it in its
twist.
Who will be there?
Mother said be good, father said be nice. That was always their advice, so be nice. Cinderella, good Cinderella, nice, good, good, nice. Tighter! What's the good of being good if everyone is blind and you're always left behind? Never mind. Cinderella, kind Cinderella, nice, good, nice, kind, good.
Ah! Not that tight! Claude!
Sorry.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least that's what he believed, he was eager to have a family of his own and was concerned all his efforts up till now had failed him.
Who might that be?
We sold our last loaf of bread.
Oh, it's the witch from next door. We have no bread.
Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple about the spell she had placed upon their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought you and his young wife to this cottage. Oh, they were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she had developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world had nothing but greens, parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and little ferns and lettuce. Is it all right? But it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, ripping me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him. Right there. I could have turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair. But I let him have the rampion. I'd lots to spare. In return, however, I said, fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No, but you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, and that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? When I had inherited this garden, my mother, she warned me I would be punished if I were to ever lose any of them. The beans!
Beans!
Special beans! I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall, and then my crash and the lightning flash. And well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, at last the big day came, and I made my claim. I don't take away the baby. They shrieked and screeched, but I did, and I hid her where she'll never be reached. Your father cried, and your mother died, and for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not mollified, and I laid a little spell on you. You too, son. A family tree would always be a bad one. So there's no more fuss, and there's no more scenes, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens who never, ever, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market. You are to fetch the best price you can and take no less than £5. Are you listening to me?
Yes!
Now how much are you to ask?
No more than £5.
Less than 5.
Less than 5.
Jack, 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 head in the sack. The house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. And you can't just sit here dreaming pretty dreams. To wish and wait from day to day will never keep the wolves away. So into the woods, the time is now. We have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. You must begin your journey. Straight through the woods and don't delay. We have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into
the woods to sell a friend.
Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Meanwhile, the witch explained how the baker might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back. 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. And 4, slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight. In 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child could be! Go to the woods!
Ladies, our carriage waits. Now may I go to the festival?
A festival? Darling, those nails, darling, those clothes. Lanterns are one thing, but darling, with those, you'll make us the fools of the festival and mortify the praise.
Our carriage is waiting.
We must be gone.
Good night, Father. I wish.
Look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they're
The witch's beans will take them with us.
No, you are not to come.
I know you're fearful of the woods at
The
night.
spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is
the
on
spell's
my
on
house.
our house.
No,
We must lift the
you are
spell
not to
together.
come,
The
and
spell's
that
on
is
our
final.
house.
Now, what am I to return with?
You don't remember. The cow is white as milk. The cape is red as blood. The hair is yellow as corn. The slipper is pure as gold.
Cow is white as
And
milk,
so,
cape
the
is
baker
red as
reluctantly
blood,
set
the
off
hair
to
is
meet
yellow
the
as corn,
enchantress's
the
demand.
slipper is pure as
As for
gold.
Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the festival.
Cow is white as milk, the
How am I
cape is
ever
red
to
as
get
blood,
to
the
the
hair is
festival?
yellow
I
as
know how
corn.
visit mother's grave. The
slipper is pure as gold, the cow, the cape, the slipper is pure as gold.
The hair.
It's time to go, it may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know it well, but who can tell? Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit mother. Into the woods to fetch the things.
Make the potion.
Go to the festival.
Into the woods without regret, the choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get the wish, I don't care how the time is now.
Into the woods to sell the cow.
Into the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
Make the potion.
Go to the festival.
The woods to grandmother's house. To the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood.
No need to be afraid. There's
Something in the glade.
into the woods without delay, but careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey. Into the woods to see the king,
To sell the cow,
make the potion
to see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods, and home before dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother, and she visited there so often and wept so much that her tears watered it until it had become a handsome tree.
I've been good and I've been kind, Mother, doing only what I learned from you. Why then am I left behind, Mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, Mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
A child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune like bad can befall when least expected.
I wish.
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish.
Shiver and quiver, little tree. Silver and gold pour down on me. I'm off to get my wish.
quiet silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How do you know my name?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious. But explain, I'm nothing serious.
Say that again?
On your way to market? You might have been there long ago. Taking your time, Jack.
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
Well, you see, now I'm resting.
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than 5 pounds.
Oh, now, Jack. Why such a sum?
Well, my mother told me...
Your mother? You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Well, Come along, Milky White. There are spirits in these woods.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine. So grandmother may have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
A good quarter of a league further in the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush. Delicious. Hello, little girl. What's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your time.
Not to delay or be misled.
But slow, little girl. Hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then this plump. What a delectable couple. Utter perfection, one bridge, one sup, one moment, my dear.
How one may follow the path and never stray.
Just so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring. Look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones, then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Others and not the strain, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
It's time to come to that little girl in the red cape.
Forget about the little girl and get the cape.
Oh, you frightened me.
That's the cape. Get it.
How am I supposed to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take it.
I can't just take a cloak from a little girl. Why don't you take it?
If I could, I would, but I can't. My Rapunzel, listen to her beautiful music. Get me what I need.
This is ridiculous. I'll never get that red cape, nor find a golden cow, or a yellow slipper.
It's white as milk, the
It was a
cape
yellow
is
cow and a
red as
golden
blood,
slipper.
the hair as yellow as corn, the slipper as
Oh,
pure as
no.
gold.
What are you doing here?
You forgot your scarf!
You have no business being alone in the woods. You have no idea what I've encountered here. You'd be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help!
No. The spell is on my house.
Our
Only
house.
I can lift the spell. The spell
We
is
must
on my
lift the
house.
spell
The
together.
spell is on my house.
A cow is white as milk.
Hello there, young lad.
Hello, sir.
What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
Well, you see, I was on my way to market, but I seem to have lost my way.
And what are you planning to do there?
And what are you planning to do there?
Sell my cow, of course, no less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds? Where am I to get 5?
She must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
Well, I hadn't thought of that before. I suppose my mother and I would have no food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans? Our beans? We mustn't give up our beans. Well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
Beans. We'll bring you food, son.
Beans? In exchange for my cow?
Oh, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that defies description.
Ooh, my mother would.
You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We mustn't part with all of them. We must keep one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth about £1 pound each, at the very least.
May I buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I'd hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans? We've no reason to believe they're magic. Are we gonna dispel his curse through deceit?
No one would have given more for this poor creature. We did him a favor.
5 beans.
At least they'll have some food. If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain, or you live to regret it.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is
Look
chatter.
at her, she's crying.
If the thing you do is pure and intent and it's met and it's just a little bit, does it matter?
Yes!
You know what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. Only 3 more tries and we'll have our prize. When the end's in sight, you'll realize if the end is right, it justifies the means.
Take the cow and go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so, the baker continued to search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the forest.
blessing. If you know where they are, nothing so distressing though as when they keep you guessing. So be sure you don't leave any doors ajar. Make a little more than the world is big enough for me. Perfect, the world is all it needs to be. Perfect, brushing my hair, combing my hair. Only my mother and me and my hair are the world is perfect if she just didn't drool. Rapunzel, oh Rapunzel, let down your hair, tweet. Rapunzel, Rapunzel. Look at her complexion, so untouched by the sun. Children need protection just the way they need affection, or they wander and they wander and they run from our little world. Our little world is all I need to see. Perfect, our little world is everything the world ought to be. Perfect, perfect, brushing my hair, tending her hair, drying my hair, my hair, winding and binding and minding life. Something we can share. Our little world is perfect, or at least so she claims. Nothing to change her. If she only would cut her nails, each like the other, didn't have those pointy teeth. Nothing to divert her, to disconcert her. Tiny nothing that can possibly hurt her. Otherwise, our little world is perfect, world enough for me. Our little world, brushing her hair, tending her hair. What do I care what they're doing out there? If what was growing was only her hair and not her, that I'd prefer. Nevertheless, our world is perfect.
Rapunzel. Rapunzel. What a strange name. Strange but beautiful and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I shall stand beneath her tower and ask her to let down her hair to me. Hello there, little one.
Hello.
Have you saved some of those sweets for Granny?
I ate all the sweets and half the loaf of bread.
Where did you get this red cloak? Oh, I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Is that so? I would love a red cloak like this.
Huh. You look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
I don't like to be without my cape. Please, give it back.
I want it badly.
Give it back, please! Forget about the little girl and get the cape! No! Oh!
I just wanted to make certain that you really love that cape. Now you go to your granny's and be sure that no wolves come your way.
I'd rather wolf than you any day!
If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. But a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker, with newfound determination, went after the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
My,
how uneasy I feel. Perhaps it's all the sweets. Good day, Grandmother. My, Grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have.
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what large eyes you have.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what large hands you have.
The better to hug you with, my dear.
But Grandmother, what a terrible big wet mouth you have.
The better to eat you with.
And scarcely had the wolf said this, then with a single bound he was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for both. With his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice, long nap.
Grandmother has a mighty snore. Where's the little one? Eating, no doubt. Or being eaten. Grandmother! Ha! What is that red cloth in the corner of your mouth? Seems to me to be a piece of... Aha! I will get the cloth from within your stomach!
What a fright! How dark and dank it was inside that wolf.
Don't kill the devil! You take that knife and you cut his evil head off. Let that animal die a painful, agonizing death. Granny! You quiet, child. This evil must be destroyed.
Well, I will leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, you keep them.
What kind of hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. They made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared. But he drew me close, and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path where lay secrets that I never want to know. And when everything familiar seemed to disappear forever at the end of the path, I Granny once again. So we wait in the dark until someone sets us free. We're brought into the light, we're back at the start. I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers. Even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
Yes. Maybe Granny will make me another from the skins of that wolf.
Thank you.
And so, the baker, with second article in hand, feeling braver and more confident than he had ever felt, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Only adults would exchange a cow for beans.
Mother, no!
It's a bed without supper for you.
Little did they know, those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch to the heavens.
Are you all right, miss? Yes, I just need to catch my breath.
What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you the lucky one?
Why ever are you at the woods at this hour?
Have you seen a beautiful young woman in a ball gown pass through?
I do not think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
If the prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
Well, what are you doing here? With a cow?
Oh, my husband's in the woods somewhere. He's undoing a spell.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Now, the prince, what was he like?
Well, he's a very nice prince.
And
It's a very nice ball.
And
when I entered, they trumpeted.
no, the prince.
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
Well, he's tall.
Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
We did nothing but dance.
Yes, and
And it made a nice change.
no, the prince.
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
He has charm for a prince, I guess.
Yes.
I don't mean a wide range. And it's all very strange.
Are you to return to the festival, Twirls Eve?
Perhaps.
Perhaps, but to be pursued by a prince. The only thing that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Will you look over there? An enormous vine is growing next to that little cottage.
I mean slippers.
It looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky. The spear's cold. I must get home. And I need your shoes! Oh, no, wait! No!
One midnight gone.
No knot ties itself.
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed? Agreed.
Never wear mom in a ball! Or open your mouth. Oh.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure.
Slotted spoons don't hold much soup.
The prettier the flower, the farther from the path.
The closer to the family, the closer to the wine.
One midnight gone! Mouth of the wolf's not the end of the world.
A servant is not just a dog to a prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
One minute gone.
Sometimes the things
The
you
harder
most
to
wish
get,
for.
the better to have.
Never wear mom in a ball!
One minute gone. One minute gone. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in a world like none that you've ever known, and the sky is lead and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dare cause you don't care, when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to her giant breast, and you know things now that you never knew before. Not till the sky. Only just when you made a friend and all you know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and your stomach stone, and you're really scared being all alone. And it's then that you long for the things you know and the world you left, and although you own the fun is done, you steal what you can and run. And you scramble down, you look below, and the world you know begins to grow. the house and your mother at the door. The roof, the house, and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. Now you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Look what I have. 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. But she allotted me these 5 to do with as I please.
Oh my.
Now, where is Milky White?
Oh, Milky White is back at home with my wife.
Well, let's go find them.
Wait. I don't know that I wish to sell.
But you said I could have my cow.
I know, but I'm not certain that 5 gold pieces would.
So you wish for more money.
More money is always...
Keep this, I will go fetch more.
Wait, come back. Oh, 5 gold pieces. With this money, I could buy a new thatched roof, baking supplies for a whole year, and a new chimney.
But can you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious. When explained, I'm nothing serious.
I don't understand.
How much is a child worth to you? 5 gold pieces, 10, 20.
I've not thought to put a price on it.
You've not thought about many things, have you, son?
Wait, that money is not yours!
Nor is it Jack's. The money is not what's important. What's important is your wish. Be honored.
Come back here! Give me my money! What are you doing here now?
I see the red cape.
Yes, I've the red cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2. I've the cape and the cow.
You've the cape!
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I should have known better than to have entrusted her to you.
She might have just easily run away from you.
But she didn't.
But she might
But
have.
she didn't!
Who cares? The cow is gone! Get it back!
We were just going to do that. Here, I can give you this.
You fool! I cannot touch that! Have you no sense?
Listen to her beautiful music.
Lovely.
She's very gifted.
By tomorrow's midnight, fetch me the items. Or you'll wish you never thought to have a child.
Oh.
I do not like that woman.
I'm sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. But please, go back to the village. I promise I'll make things right. And then we can go about our lives. No more hunting in the woods for strange objects. No more witches or dim-witted little boys and hungry little girls. Go.
Ah, good brother. Father and I had wondered where you had gone.
I have been out looking all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I've danced the evening with.
Oh, where did she go?
Disappeared. Like the fine morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest.
I'm not so certain of that. I must confess, I too have found a lovely maiden. She lives out here in the woods.
The woods?
Yes, on top of a tall tower that has no doors or stairs.
Where?
Just 2 leagues from here, due east, beyond the mossy knoll.
And how do you manage a visit?
Why, I stand beneath her tower and I say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And she lowers the longest, loveliest head of hair, yellow as corn, from which I climb to her.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel. What kind of name is that? You jest. I've never heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth. She's as true as your maiden and a maiden. Running from a prince. None would run from us.
Yet one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach. High in a tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her air, blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you if there only were doors. Agony, oh, the torture they teach. What's as intriguing or half so fatiguing as what's out of reach? Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome, an heir to a throne? You are everything maidens could wish for. Then why no? Do I know? The girl must be mad. You know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair, and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her agony, misery, though it's different for each. Always 10 steps behind, always 10 feet below, and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No, get the hair.
Oh, excuse me, young woman. Have you seen a boy with carrot-topped hair and a sunny, though occasionally vague disposition, answering to the name Jack?
Not the one with the white cow.
That's the one!
Have you seen the white cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Children can be very queer about their animals. You be careful with your children.
I have no children.
That's okay, too.
Yes, well, I've not seen your son today.
Oh, I hope he hasn't gone up that beanstalk again. Quit while you're ahead, I say. Jack!
Moo! 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 Looking for your cow?
Where did you find her? Hello?
What are you doing?
I'm here to make amends.
I want you to stay out of this. Old man,
I am here to see your wish be honored.
you have caused enough trouble. Now keep out of my path.
I hope there are no witches to encounter.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair to me! Is that you, my prince?
Yes! I'm sorry for this. You do take plenty of spills, don't you?
Yes, it's these shoes. They're not quite suited for these surroundings. They're not quite suited for dancing either.
I'd say those slippers were as pure as gold.
Yes, they are all one could wish for in beauty.
What I wouldn't give for just one.
One isn't likely to do you much good.
Was the ball just as wonderful as last evening's?
Oh, it's still a nice ball.
And
they have far too much food.
no, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh, who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
And I'm being pursued.
Yes, and
I'm not in the mood.
he must have really taken a liking to you.
I have no experience with princes and castles and gowns.
Nonsense. Every girl
Look,
dreams.
sir, look! Yes, there she is! Move, move!
I need this shoe to have a child.
Stop that! I need it to get out of here!
Where did she go? Don't play the fool, woman.
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maiden in the ball gown? She went in that direction. I was just trying to hold her here for you.
I can capture my own damsel. Thank you.
Where did he go? Who?
The prince, of course.
Yes! He went in that direction, but you'll never reach them.
Well, we would have if that mongrel with the cow hadn't molested us.
Cow?
Please, let me compare this color to that of your own.
He wants to compare your hair to corn.
Over there.
I thought you were returning home. I've had no luck.
You've the cow?
Yes, I've the cow. I've only 2 of the 4.
3.
2.
3. Compare this to your ear of corn.
Where did you find this?
I pulled it from a maiden in the tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
We've 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the last item by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it'll take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure. More sharing. You're getting us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of us. You came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It takes 2 of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. You swear to change. Who can tell if you do? It takes 2.
You've changed, you're thriving. There's something about the woods, not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, I'd fear we'd stay the same forever. And then out here, You're passionate, charming, considerate, clever.
Takes one to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes two of you. It's no fun, but what needs to be done, you can do. When there's two of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us as a pair of us, each accepting a share of what's there.
We've changed, we're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know the paths of woods, and once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods, just the two of us beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us, it takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We bought four, we had none, we've got three. We need one, it takes two.
Stop her! Stop that hand! Oh, Providence, my Milky White, and the owners. My hand.
Look what this hand has dropped into my hand.
A golden egg? I have never seen a golden egg before.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I gave you.
5 gold pieces?
Now I'm taking my cow.
5 gold pieces?
Now, I never said I would sell.
But you took the 5 gold pieces.
You took the 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take, you gave.
Well, then where are the 5 gold pieces?
An old man.
You said I could have my cow.
Now, I never said you could, I said you might.
You would take money before a child?
Not wanting a prince.
Near me better than far, but still isn't there.
Near me better than far, but still isn't there. So near. So far.
You can never love somebody else's child.
2 minutes gone!
The way you love
So near.
your own.
So far.
The greatest prize can often lie at the end of the thorniest path.
2 minutes gone. 2 minutes gone. 2 minutes gone. 2 midnights gone. And the exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White.
You must return to the village in search of another cow.
And what do you propose I use to purchase this cow?
Here, tell them it's magic.
No person with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then steal it.
Oh, steal it? Just 2 days ago, you were accusing me of exercising deceit and securing the cow.
Then don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I feel it best you go for the cow, as I have found a young maiden with a golden slipper these previous eves, and I feel I might succeed in obtaining one of her shoes.
Fine.
Fine.
That is simply...
Fine!
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
What did I clearly say? Children should listen. Oh, no, please. What are you not to do? Children must see. No. And learn. Children must not obey, but children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. Oh, but I am old, I am ugly, I embarrass you. You are ashamed of me. No, you are ashamed. You don't understand. It was lonely atop that tower. I was not company enough. I'm no longer a child. I wish to see the world. Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the
Princes wait there in the world, it's true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home. I am home. Won't live, but love you more than I. What out there that I cannot supply. Stay with me. Stay with me. The world is dark and wild. Stay a child while you can be a child with me. I gave you protection and yet you disobeyed me.
But did you think I would stay in that tower forever?
You didn't tell me you had a visitor. I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never known.
When is a white cow not a white cow?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away!
In need of another cow?
What a beautiful cape!
Stay away from my cape or I'll slice you to 1,000 bits.
I don't want it! I was just admiring it!
Oh, my granny made it for me from a wolf that attacked us. And I got to skin the animal. And best of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, if you think that's something, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe that egg came from that hen. Where did you get that egg?
I stole it from the kingdom of the giants. And if you think this is something, you should see the golden harp the giants have. It plays the most beautiful tunes without you even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go up to the kingdom right now and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar!
I am not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
After having cast out Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take her prince by surprise. But as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him.
My eyes! Ah! My beautiful, delicate retinas! Ah! Ah!
As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be caught? You think, well, it's a thought, what would be his response? But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? But then what if you are what a prince could envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, what you don't? So then which do you pick? You're safe out of sight and yourself, but where everything's wrong. One where everything's right and you know that you'll never be long. But whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and no one's here there, though it's scary. It's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you stalled long enough, 'cause you're still standing stuck in the stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'd be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes, and then from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with the shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew. On the steps of the palace. Stand back, please. Just hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You have attacked me once before.
I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here is a magic bean in exchange for it.
Magic bean, nonsense.
Don't do that.
My feet have already given up one shoe this evening. They cannot bear to give up another.
I need that shoe to have a child.
That makes no sense.
Does it make any sense that you're running away from a prince?
Oh, stop!
Give me your shoes, you'll run faster.
Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I have done nothing.
Oh, I have a cow.
I have the slipper. We've all fallen.
I will give this to the prince, and we will search the kingdom tomorrow for the maiden who will fit this shoe.
That's mine.
Give them the slipper, and all will.
What was that noise?
Sir, just a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom.
How dare you take off in search without me?
My apologies, sir. I thought that I might.
Enough of what you thought. All right, I've employed a ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch. And there, as the maiden ran down, remained her slipper.
Brilliant.
I thought so, though it did create quite a mess as the other guests left.
And sir, I have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Give them the slipper, and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious.
Shut up!
Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort, and we only need one.
Yes.
I heard Jack climbing down the beanstalk, calling for his axe. When he reached the bottom, he took it and began hacking down the stalk. With a crash, the beanstalk fell, but there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by the ogre.
Worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, then he's safe. If he's been crushed, well, there's nothing any of us can do about that now, is there? We must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's search to commence.
Doesn't anyone care a giant has fallen from the sky?
He is dead, is he not?
With such a thought, I would suppose.
The third midnight is here. You all the objects?
Yes, slipper, hair.
Cow, cape.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Oh, she is. She is.
That cow has been covered with flour.
Well, we did have a cow as white as milk. Honestly, we did.
Oh, then where is she?
She's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live cow.
Of course I'd prefer a live cow. So bring me the dead one and I'll bring her back to life.
You could do that?
Now!
Mother, look, the most beautiful harp.
There you are. I've been worried sick. Oh, you've stolen too much. You could have been killed coming down that plant.
What's happening?
She's too heavy.
Oh, Providence, my Milky White. Now I have two friends, a cow and a harp.
Quiet! Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow. Feel this.
I'll do it. She'll only milk for me.
Wrong ingredients. You can forget about a child.
No, you wait 1 minute. We followed our instructions. That cow is as white as milk, correct?
Yes.
And that cape is certainly as red as blood, correct?
Yes.
And the slipper is certainly as pure as gold.
And 4, I compared that hair to this ear of corn.
I even pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
What were you doing there?
Well, I happened to be passing
You
by.
don't understand. I touched that hair. I could not touch the object.
The corn!
What?
The silky hair of the corn. Pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow. Quickly!
This had better work, old man, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Please not now.
Yes. Meet your father.
Father? Could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away from you, son.
It's working! She's milking!
I don't understand.
Not now! Into the cup!
We've given you what you wish.
Now when can we expect a child?
What's happening?
What's wrong?
Son! Son!
Where are you going? Father! Father!
All is prepared.
He's dead!
And so, the mysterious man died, having ended the curse that lay on his house. For the baker, there would be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who had been cursed with age and ugliness that night when the beans were stolen and the lightning flashed, was returned to her former state of youth and beauty. Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began to search for the foot that fit the golden slipper. When he came to Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Careful my toe!
Darling, I know.
Oh, what do we do?
You'll have to go, but when you're as bright you can sit or ride, you'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, and was helped onto the back of the horse by the prince, riding off to become his bride.
Look at the blood within the shoe. This one is not the bride, that's true. Search for the foot that fits.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to put on the shoe.
Darling, be still, caught off a bit of the heel and it will, and when you're as bright you'll have such a life you'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, But as she was helped onto the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed the blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other daughters?
To which the woman replied,
No, only a little stunted kitchen wench which his late wife left behind, but she's much too dirty, she cannot show herself.
I insist.
And when Cinderella presented herself, she tried on the now blood-soaked slipper. And it fit like a glove.
Yes! This is my true bride!
Ah, I always wanted a son!
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, he took Cinderella on his horse and rode off.
No blood at all within the shoe. This is the proper bride for you, fit to attend a prince.
And finally, as for Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. And when he approached, Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. 2 of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch alone restored his vision.
I was going to come fetch you as soon as you learned your lesson. Who are you? Surely you remember. Mother? Yes. This is who I truly am. Come with me, you and those beautiful babies. We can be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. Please. You are the only family I know. You give me no choice.
As is often the way in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others. When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, wishing to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortune. But as the sisters stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them and poked out their eyes and punished them with blindness.
I see your princess found you.
Yes.
Thank you for the slipper.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd ever find you. I never thought I could be so happy.
And it came to pass all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life ever after.
Ever after.
The journey's over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow and extended ever after.
Ever after.
All the curses have been ended, the reverses wiped away, all is tenderness and laughter for forever after.
Happy now and happiness and happy ever after.
There were dangers, fright, and confusion, but we hid the past would often swerve.
We did not.
They were constant,
It's amazing
illusions,
that we did
They
it.
never lost their nerve,
Not allowed
and
to
they reached the right conclusions.
And they got what they deserved. Not a sigh and not a sorrow, tenderness and laughter. Joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
Greedy.
I was vain.
I was haughty. We were happy. But we were blind, though we went into the woods to get our wish, and now we're really blind. I had everything but beauty, I had power, and a daughter like a flower in a tower. Then I went to the woods to get my wish, and now I'm ordinary. We're unworthy, unhappy now, unhappy hence as well as ever after. Had we used our common sense, been worthy of our discontents to be happy and forever, you must see your wish come true.
Don't be careful, don't be clever when you see your wish pursue. It's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do. It's fearful, though it seems those certainly you may lose. The path that you make feels fearful. Though it seems those nothing stop you must have path that you must have fearful. Though it seems those nothing stop you must have path that you make you act you must have forever. But you can't just wish to get your wish. You go into the woods where nothing's here, where witches go symbols appear. Into the woods and through the fear you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the date, perhaps where you can tell. Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to lose the luggage,
Into the woods to have the child.
let the prince
Get the money.
save the house.
Kill the wolf. get, to save, to kill, to keep, to go to the festival, into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods.
Be continued.
And happy ever after.
Once upon a time. Later.
I wish
In the same far-off kingdom
more than anything.
lived a young princess, the lad Jack, and the baker with his family.
No, I wish more than anything.
More than the moon.
I wish to sponsor a festival.
More than life.
Time has come for a festival.
More than riches.
I miss my kingdom up in the sky.
More than anything.
I wish we had more room.
Another room.
But despite some minor inconveniences, they were all content.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd find perfection. I never thought I could be so happy.
Not an happy moment since.
I didn't think we'd be this rich.
Full
I never
objection.
thought we'd have a baby.
I could be so happy.
Happy now, happy hands, happy ever after. We're so happy, you're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
Not one row.
Lots of pens.
With my cow.
Little gurgles. Darling, I must go now.
We should really sell it.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Wishes may bring problems such that you regret them. Better that though than to never get them.
I'm going to be a perfect
I'm gonna be the perfect son.
I'm
You see that she is so happy. I never thought I'd love my life. I would have settled for another than to be sad for life. That fortune smiled. I'm so happy.
If only this cottage were a little larger.
I will expand our quarters in due time.
Why expand when we could simply move to another cottage?
We will not move. This was my father's house and now will be my son's.
You would raise your child alongside a witch.
Why does he always cry when I hold him?
Babies cry. He's fine. You needn't hold him as if he were so fragile.
No, he wants his mother. Here,
I can't take care of him all the time.
I'll care for him when he's older.
We had to go through thick and thin. I never thought I'd be so much I hadn't been. I'm so happy.
Oh my goodness!
Are you all right?
I think so.
And the baby?
Yes, he's fine. Are you all right?
I think so. Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden.
Oh, what of your garden?
Destroyed.
What has happened?
I was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
Who could do such a thing?
An earthquake.
No earthquake! My garden has been trampled! Those are footprints.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no who.
Do you think it was a bear?
A bear? Bears are sweet. Besides, you ever seen a bear with 40-foot feet?
A dragon?
No scorch marks, they're usually late.
Manticore.
Imagine how it has
Griffin.
been extinct.
Giant?
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant.
Maybe we should tell someone.
Who are you going to tell?
The royal family, of course.
The royal family. Oh, I wouldn't count on that family to snuff out a rat. With a giant, we'll all have to go to battle. A giant's the worst. A giant is just like us, only bigger. Much, much bigger. So much so that we are just an expendable bug beneath its foot. Boom! Crunch.
We are moving.
And so, the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
Look, Milky Way, it's the butcher.
The baker.
The baker.
What can we do for you, sir?
I'm here to investigate the destruction that was wrought upon our home earlier today.
Jack has been home with me all day.
The baker told Jack and his mother that he feared there was a giant in the land.
Well, I can find a giant's footprints anywhere.
Oh, you'll do no such thing.
Any help at all would...
Look, I'm sorry, young man, but I don't remember you volunteering to come to our aid when there was a giant in our backyard.
A giant in your backyard is one thing. A crushed home is quite another.
Look, young man, giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
I'm taking this news to the castle nonetheless.
When the baker reached the castle, it was the princess who greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam, but this small man insists on seeing you.
Princess, I've come to report the appearance of a giant in the land.
Where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see it.
Then how do you know there's a giant in the land?
Well, there are footprints, and my home was destroyed.
That could have been caused by any number of things. I will show you to the door.
Wait.
Princess, a giant visited a home nearby not too long ago, descending from a beanstalk.
Yes, I remember.
And that giant was slain. Now, come along.
Princess, please. We have a young child. He was very difficult to come by, and his safety is of great importance to me.
I will take this news up with the prince when he returns. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm off to sell the harp, Jack.
Mother, no!
Listen to me, we don't want this thing around here when there's a giant on the loose.
But I know how to kill a giant.
Please, promise me you'll stay here in your surroundings.
But, Mother, if I could help.
We have no other choice. Stay here.
But, Mother, I'm a man now.
You're still a little boy in your mother's eyes, promise.
I promise.
What happened to your house?
We've had a baking accident.
Baking accident?
No use frightening the young thing.
Can't frighten her.
Well, I guess Granny will have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I have all I can carry.
Why such a load?
Oh, we've had an accident too. I'm moving in with Granny. I came home to find our house collapsed as if a big wind blew it in. I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh, no.
So, I salvaged what I could, and now I'm off.
Oh, good friends, what news have you? What of Mother's grave? What kind of trouble? Oh, no, I can't investigate. A princess is not supposed to go into the woods unescorted. Good idea. I'll disguise myself and go see what's wrong. Thank you, birds.
We'll take you to Granny's.
What?
We can't let her go alone.
All right, I will take you.
I don't need anyone to take me. I've gone many times before.
Not when there have been such winds blowing.
That's right, we'll all take you.
No.
I'm not about to stay here with the baby when another wind might come to this house too.
I know I promised my mother I wouldn't be searching for the giant, but...
Into the woods, it's always when you think at last you're through, and then into the woods you go again to take another journey.
Into the woods, the weather's clear, we've been before, we've not to fear. Into the woods, away from here.
Into the woods to find the giant.
To the woods to grandmother's house.
Into the woods, the path is straight, no reason then to hesitate.
Into the woods, it's not too late, it's just another journey.
Into the woods, but not too long. The skies are strange, the winds are strong. Into the woods to see what's wrong.
Into the woods to slay the giant.
Into the woods to shield the child.
To flee the winds.
To find the future.
To shield.
To slay.
To flee.
To find.
To move.
To battle.
To see what the trouble is.
Rapunzel, what are you doing here? What's the matter? Oh, nothing. You just locked me in a tower without company for all of my life, then blinded my prince and banished me to a desert where I had little to eat, and again, no company. And then bore twins. Because of the way you treated me, I'll never be happy! Stay here! There is a giant running about!
Good brother! What a surprise!
Brother, how good to see you.
What brings you to the wood?
I am investigating news of a giant.
You investigating the news of a giant? Oh, that's business for your steward, or less.
What brings you into the wood?
My Rapunzel has run off.
Run off?
She's a changed woman. She's been subject to hysterical fits of crying, moods no soul could predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And Cinderella?
She remains well.
Does she? Now, good brother, do tell me what you are really doing here.
High in her tower like yours was, but higher, a beauty asleep. All around the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen, when the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket made entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside, don't ask it, a maiden, alas, just as unwakeable, what unmistakable agony is the way always barred. She has skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony, such that princes must weep. Always enthralled most to anything, almost or something asleep. If it were not for the thicket, a thicket's no trick.
Is it thick?
It's the thickest, the quickest to pick it apart with a stick.
Yes, but even one prick, it's my thing about blood.
Well, it's sick.
It's no sicker than your thing with dwarves.
Dwarfs are very upsetting. Not forgetting the task unachievable, mountains unscalable, if it's conceivable, but unavailable. Not to know what you miss, while they lie there for years, and you cry on their beard. What unbearable bliss! Cut like a knife. Ah, well, back to my wife. That's Rapunzel. I must be off.
Godspeed, brother.
Godspeed to you too, brother.
And after hours of searching for Granny, our intrepid travelers lost not only their way, but their patience as well.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
We went down the dell.
Perhaps you forgot the way.
The path is straight.
Was straight. Now there is no path.
Where's the stream? Where's the lily pond? Where's Granny?
Calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No!
Okay, we'll just have to find our way to Granny's without the path.
But Mother warned me never to stray from the path.
The path is now strayed from you.
Wait, that looks familiar. See in the distance? 3 oak trees.
Yes, I recognize.
Who might that be?
The steward and the royal family. What brings you into the woods?
The castle has been set upon by a giant.
Oh no.
I warned you. Why didn't you do something about this?
I don't make policy, I just carry it out.
You not to count on a royal family to solve your problems.
I think it best we go back to the village.
I wouldn't be in such a rush. Guess which path the giant took to the castle?
Oh no.
What?
All that's left of my garden is a sack of beans. There's not much left of your house either.
But I heard giants never strike the same house twice.
You heard wrong. Shh.
There!
The giant's a woman!
That size!
Where is the lad who killed my husband?
There is no lad here.
We haven't seen him.
I want the lad who climbed the beanstalk.
Wait right here. We'll get him for you. Don't move! It was you who destroyed our house! Not a great wind! It's because of you I have no mother!
And who destroyed my house? That boy asked for shelter, and then he stole our gold, our hen, and our harp. Then he killed my husband. I must avenge the wrongdoings.
We are not responsible for him.
You're wasting your breath.
Oh, she's right. You can't reason with a dumb giant.
Not all giants are dumb. Give me the boy.
We told you. He's not here.
The girl is telling the truth.
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he's delivered to me.
The giant, who was nearsighted, remained convinced she had found the lad. There was no consensus as to what course of action to take.
Put a spell on her.
I don't have my powers. Do you think I'd be standing around here with all of you if I did? Now we'll have to give her someone.
Who?
The steward. It's in his line of duty to sacrifice his life.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I am not giving up my life for anyone.
Don't take it personally.
I'm waiting!
You must understand, these people were not familiar with making choices. Their past experiences in the wood had in no way prepared them to deal with a force that great.
Excuse me, but would you like a blind girl instead?
How dare you!
Put them out of their misery.
We're not that miserable!
What are you talking about?
She doesn't want a woman.
Then what do you suggest we do?
I'm still waiting!
It is so interesting to examine the moral question at issue here. You see, the finality of stories such as these will typically dictate. Oh, I tell the story. I'm not a part of it.
That's right. Not one of us.
You're always on the outside.
That's my role. You must understand there must always be someone on the outside.
You're going to be on the inside now.
Oh, you're making a mistake.
Nonsense.
You need an objective observer to pass the story along.
Some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
If you drag me into this mess, you'll never know how your story ends. You'll be lost.
Wait. He's the only one who knows the story.
Do you think it'll be fun when you have to tell it yourselves? Think of your baby.
Stop. He's right. Let him go. Put that down.
That's better. You don't want to live in a world of chaos. There must always be an outside observer in order to...
Here's the lad!
I'm not the lad!
This is not the lad!
Don't drop!
Why did you push him into her arms.
You wanted to get rid of him too.
We might have thought of something else.
If it were up to you, a decision would never be made.
Now that he is gone, we'll never know what will happen next.
We'll manage. Must I search among you for the lad?
No! Jack is just a boy. We had no food to eat, and he sold his beloved cow in exchange for magic beans. If anyone is to be punished, it's the man who made that exchange.
That's right.
Nonsense! He was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrongs.
We've suffered too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You're getting me angry.
What about our anger? What about our loss? Who has been flouncing through our kingdom?
Be quiet!
I'll hide my son and you'll never find him.
Don't upset the giant.
You'll never find him.
I'm warning you.
And if you don't get back this instant, we'll get you for all that you've done.
Where is your son? Is that him?
No, this is not the lad. Stay here.
The boy is in the steeple tower.
That's right.
Yes.
If he is not, I will return and find you.
Rapunzel! Stay away from me.
Oh, no, don't step on!
Wake up!
She's in poor condition.
Don't let them get Jack. We won't. As I lay here at death's door, promise you won't let him be hurt.
I'll do all that I can.
Promise.
All right. I promise.
Okay, we're back. No, come away from there. You killed her.
I was thinking of the greater good. That is my job.
Life was so steady, and now this. When are things ever going to return to normal?
We must be gone now if we're to arrive before nightfall.
Right. Where are you going?
We're off to a hidden kingdom.
We can't take everyone.
Fools! There is nowhere to hide!
We all have to stay here and find our way out of this together.
Some people are cut out to battle giants and others are not. I don't have the constitution, but as long as I could be of no help, I am going to hide. We'll work out fine in the end.
Not always.
Hope the giant
steps in them all.
You shouldn't say that.
This is terrible. We just saw 3 people die. Since when are you so squeamish? How many wolves have you carved up?
A wolf's not the same.
Ask a wolf's mother.
Stop it!
I suggest we find that boy and give her what she wants.
If we give her the boy, she'll kill him too.
Oh, and if we don't, she'll kill half the kingdom.
Maybe if he apologizes and makes amends.
Right, he'll return the stolen goods.
Yes! He's really a sweet boy at heart. She'll see that.
You people are so blind. It is because of that boy that there is a giant in our land. And while you continue talking about what to do, I am going to find that boy and serve him to the giant for lunch.
Are we gonna let her feed the boy to the giant?
No.
I'll just have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, you stay here with the baby.
We'll fan out. It'll increase our chances of finding him. No, you stay here with the baby.
You would leave our child with her?
The baby's asleep. The giant will not harm them.
But what if the giant were to return?
The giant will not harm them. I know.
Do you know?
I know.
You stay here with the baby, please.
Do you two always argue like that?
No, not always.
Seems like you do.
And there's nothing wrong with having a little argument.
Oh! I see.
Milky!
Jack! That's him! Jack!
Jack?
Milky, why?
No, you stay here with the baby.
But I want to
No,
go.
you'll be safer here.
Don't go too far, please.
I will only walk 100 paces. If I don't find him, I'll come right back. Jack! Jack! 1, 2, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Jack! 88, 89. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Are you here to battle the giant?
Yes.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have.
Oh, yes.
And what are you doing alone in the woods?
My husband and I, well, it's a long story.
Your husband. And he would let you roam alone in the woods?
Actually, it was my idea. I'm looking for a lad.
Your idea. How brave.
Brave?
Yes. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. Don't wait 1 moment, please. We cannot do this. You have a princess.
Well, yes, I do.
And I have a baker.
Of course. You're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment. After all, seize a moment. Skies may fall any moment.
But this is not right!
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings, let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant. Best to take the moment present as a present for the moment.
Jack! Jack! 81, 82, 80. What's wrong, ma'am? May I be of some service?
Tree has fallen. My mother's grave is destroyed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All my wishes have been crushed.
No, don't say that.
It's true, you wouldn't understand.
Well, you can't stay here. There's a giant on the loose.
I'm sure the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
There's been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
I assume that's what all princes do.
Not all princes.
You look just like the princess. Dirtier. Oh, you are the princess.
Get up, get up. I am not a princess here.
What are you to do?
Go back to the castle?
Haven't you heard? We came upon the royal family. The castle's been set upon by the giant.
And the prince?
He was not with them. You shall be safer in my company.
I must leave you.
Why?
The giant.
Oh, the giant. I had almost forgotten. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just our moment in the woods, our moment shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Every moment is a moment when you're in the woods. And I must go off to slay giants, for that is what the next moment holds for me. I shall not forget you, how brave you are to be alone in the woods. And how alive you made me feel.
What was that? Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me, and kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Wake up, stop dreaming, stop prancing about the woods. It's not beseeming, what is it about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband, you can't live in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth, and a baker for bread, and a prince for whatever. Never at these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't. Just a trick of the woods. Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never? And that's what woods are for these moments in the woods. If life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, then you'd never know you had one. First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment who can live in the woods. And to get what you wish only just for a moment, these are dangerous woods. Let the moment go. Don't forget it for a moment, though. Just remembering you've had an and when you're back to or makes the or mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods. 2, 3, 4. Jack! Jack!
Should be back by now.
She said she would only go 100 paces.
I'm sure she'll return.
No, I better go look for her.
Look who I found.
Please don't let her get me to the giants.
It's not our fault the giant wants you.
Stop, you're hurting me.
Let go of him.
Leave him alone!
Where did you find that? Where's my wife?
She's dead.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her under a tree.
He was crying over her like she was his own mother.
How awful.
How could this have happened? I should have just stayed with her.
I buried her in a footprint.
Should have just stayed with her.
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead!
Wake up! People are dying all around you. You are not the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now I am going to bring that boy to the giant before we were all so much dead meat. This is no time to be soft-hearted. He is going to the giant, and I am taking him.
That's right. It's because of you all this has happened. It's because of you there's a giant in my wits, and my wife is dead.
It's my fault I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans, and without those beans, there'd have been no stock to get up to the giants in the first place.
Wait a minute, magic beans for a cow so old that you had to tell a lie to sell it, which you told where they first sold it. First sold, and tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold.
It's our fault.
No!
It's your fault.
No!
Yes, it is.
It's not true! Though I only sold the gold to get my cow back from you.
It's our fault.
Yes!
No, it isn't. I'd have kept those beans, but our house was cursed. She made us get a cow to get the curse reversed.
It's your father's fault that the curse got placed and the place got cursed in the first place. Oh, then it's his fault. So,
It was his fault.
No!
Yes, it is. It's his.
I guess.
Wait a minute, though I chopped down the beanstalk, right, that's clear, but without any beanstalk, then what's clear is how did the second giant get down here in the first place, second place?
Yes. How?
Well, who had the other bean?
The other bean.
The other bean.
You pocketed the other bean.
Yes, I did.
Tell her!
No, it isn't, because I gave it to my wife.
Tell her!
No, it isn't!
Then whose is it?
Wait a minute. She exchanged that bean to obtain your shoe, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you.
You mean that old bean that your wife? Oh dear, but I never knew it, so I threw a don't look here.
It's her fault.
See, it's her fault, and it isn't mine at all.
What?
If you hadn't gone back up again.
You were needy.
You were greedy. Did you need that
But I
head?
got it from my mother.
It's her fault then.
Yes, and what about the harp in the third place?
Yes.
Well, she hadn't dared me to.
I dared you
She
to.
dared me to. She said that I was scared to. She dared me.
No, I didn't.
So it's your fault.
Wait a minute.
You hadn't driven
You
to.
I left the harp alone.
Well, if you hadn't thrown away the bean in the first place,
You
it was
had
your
the
fault.
beans in the first place.
Was yours the beans in the first place?
You're responsible. You're the one to blame. It's your fault.
It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be boom, squish. Told a little lie, stole a little gold, broke a little vow.
Did you have to get your prince? Had to get your cow? Had to get your wish? Doesn't matter how.
Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight. It's the boom splat. Nothing but a vast midnight.
Everybody smashed flat. Nothing we can do. Not exactly true. We could always give her the boy. No, no, of course what really matters is the blame. Someone you can blame. Fine, if that's a thing you enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy.
No.
No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the world. I'm the hitch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch! You're all liars and thieves, like his father, like his son will be too. Oh, why bother? You'll just do what you do. It's the last midnight, so goodbye. I'll come in at your fast midnight. Soon you'll see the sky fall. Here you want a bean? Have another bean. Beans were made for making you rich. Here you you want some more? Want them and they soar. Do you hear the roar? Giants by the score. Well, you can blame another witch. It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. Now before it's past midnight, I'm leaving you my last curse. I'm leaving you alone. You can tend the garden, it's yours, separate and alone. Everybody down on all fours, all right, mother win. Lost the beats again. Punish me the way you did then. Give me claws and a hug just away from this bunch and the gloom and the doom and the boom.
Maybe I shouldn't have stolen from the giant.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path. Maybe I shouldn't have attended the ball.
Yes. Maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said we had to find a way out of this together!
It doesn't matter whether we're together or apart.
But we need your help.
You don't understand. My wife was the one who really helped. I depended on her for everything.
You would leave your child?
My child will be happier in the arms of a princess.
Oh, come on. All right. All right, let's go. Jack, come on.
I thought you were dead.
We never truly are. Are we?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that the truth?
It's because of you. All this has happened.
I strayed into the garden to get your mother a gift, and I selfishly took some beans for myself. How was I to know? How are we ever to know? When your mother died, I ran from my guilt. And aren't you doing the same thing?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more questions, please. No more tests. Comes the day you say what for. Please, no more.
We disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't. What? We disappoint, in turn I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. Time to shut the door. Please. Home. More.
Running away, let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there in the yonder. Running away, go to it. Where did you have in mind? Have to take care, unless there's a way. You'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions. Different kind. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away will do it. Why sit around resigned? Trouble is son, the farther you run, the more you'll feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and more, what you've left behind. We disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't.
We disappoint, in turn I fear, forgive though we won't.
Like father, like son.
No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do you ignore all the witches, all the curses, all the wolves, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what even worse is still in store. All the children, all the giants,
You'd come back.
He wouldn't leave his child.
Looked like he was going to.
give me my son. He always cries when
Now what are we to do?
We must have a plan before the giant returns.
What?
We all have to think.
If only I could strike her from behind.
She's too tall to strike.
Oh, good friends! What of the prince? Oh. Well, that's not important right now. What's important now is that we find a way to fell the giant. How can you help? You could do that? Oh, thank you! How can I ever thank you?
You can talk to birds?
The birds will help.
How?
Well, when the giant arrives, they'll surprise her and peck her eyes out till she's blind.
What good will that do?
Then you can strike her or attack her. However it is you kill a giant.
When she's blinded, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
She'll crush us all.
Pitch! We'll smear the ground with pitch. Her shoes will get stuck and she won't be able to move.
And then I'll strike her from behind.
How are you going to strike her? And lure her where?
Yes, where?
An old tower.
What tower?
Between those two trees, an old tower.
Yes, send her to the tower.
Okay, we must move quick. It'll be dark soon.
Here.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Come on.
Oh, don't cry, little one. I know. No, you want your mother. It's okay.
Hello?
The giant went in that direction.
My darling, I did not recognize you. What are you doing in those old clothes? And with a child, you must go back to the castle at once. There's giants on the loose.
The giant has already been to the castle.
No. Are you all right? My love, why are you being so cold?
Maybe because I'm not your only love. Am I?
I love you. I do. But yes, it's true.
Why, if you love me, would you have strayed?
I thought if I had you, I'd never wish for anything more. And a part of me is as content and is as happy as I've ever been, but there remains a part of me that will continually want more.
I too have wanted more. But that doesn't mean I went in search of it. If this is how you behave as prince, how will you be as king?
I was raised to be charming, not sincere. I didn't ask to be born a king. I am not perfect, but I am human.
I think you should go.
Leave, but I do love you.
My father's house was a nightmare, and your house was a dream. Now I wish for something in between. Please go.
I shall always love the maiden who ran away.
And I, the faraway prince.
They're almost finished. You see between those two trees? When the giant comes, we're to send her over there.
Good.
I wanted to climb the tower too.
Well, I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny's gone.
I'm so sorry.
I think Granny and my mother would be upset with me.
Why?
They said to always make them proud. And here I'm about to kill somebody.
Not somebody, a giant who has been doing harm.
But aren't we to show forgiveness? Mother would be very unhappy with these circumstances.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one's alone. Truly, no one's alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Do not let it grieve you. You decide what's good. You decide alone. But no one's alone.
I wish.
I know.
Wait until my mother hears I've slain a giant.
Jack, your mother is dead.
Dead? Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giant, trying to protect you, and she was struck a deadly blow by the prince's steward.
No, why would he do that?
He was afraid she was provoking the giant.
No one bring her back?
No one.
The steward must pay for this. After we slay the giant, I will slay him.
You'll do nothing of the kind.
But he shouldn't have killed my mother, right?
I guess not.
Then he must be punished.
Well, no.
Why not?
Because that would be wrong.
What he did was wrong. He should be punished.
He will be. Somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
Then kill him. No, don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Things right things.
Who knows what she'd say?
Who can say what she...
Nothing's quite so clear now.
Things fight things.
Fear you've lost your way.
You decide what you
are
are.
alone. Believe me,
No one is alone. Believe me.
Truly, you move just a finger. Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. Be heard.
No one acts alone. Careful, no one is alone.
People make mistakes.
Fathers,
Mothers, people
who
make mistakes. each their own, thinking they're alone. Honor their mistakes. Everybody makes
one another's terrible mistakes.
Witches can be right, giants can be good. You decide what's right, you decide what's good. Just remember, someone is on your side.
Our side.
Someone else is not. While we're singing our side,
Maybe we forgot.
they are not alone. No one is alone. Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go.
Things will come out right now. We can make it so. Someone is on your side. No one is
Here she comes.
Remember, don't let her know our plan.
Where is the boy?
We don't know! Yes, we do. We cannot go hiding him any longer. He must pay the price for his wrongdoings.
Quick, tell me where he is.
Over there! You see that tower where all the birds are, Jackson? They're hiding.
Thank you. Now justice will be served, and I shall leave your kingdom.
The birds!
She doesn't look happy.
Ouch!
The club is stuck in her head.
She's swaying.
She's bleeding all over.
She's beginning to fall.
She's beginning to fall. This way!
The slotted spoon can catch the potato.
Every knot was one straight rope.
The harder to wake, the better to have.
The greater the good, the harder the blow.
When going to hide, know how to get there.
And how to get back.
And eat first. The knife that is sharp today may be dull by tomorrow.
Now let us all return home and hope there will be no more killing.
Where am I to go? I have no one to take care of me.
You'll have to take care of yourself now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of him.
You will?
Yes. I'll be your mother now.
I don't want another mother. What I want is a friend. And a pet.
Of course. We have nowhere to go, so I'll move in with you.
Oh, no.
It'll be fine.
My house is in shambles and there's hardly enough. Of course, you can come live with us.
And what about you? Will you join us?
You'll not return to the castle?
I will gladly help you with your house. There are times when I actually enjoy cleaning. How proud your wife would have been of you.
How sad it is that my son will never know her. Maybe Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that. Of course you were meant to have children.
How will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just call him the child.
Just call him the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened. Be father and mother. You'll know what to do.
Alone?
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the war. Do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone. No one is alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him see the glow. Things will be alright now. Tell him what you know.
Once upon a time,
Careful the things you say.
in a far-off kingdom,
Children will listen.
lived a young maiden,
Careful the things you do.
a sad young lad,
Children will see.
and a childless baker, and his wife.
Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn, to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children. Careful the path they take. Wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children.
Sometimes the spell may last past what you can see and turn against you.
Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Children will listen.
Those fearful, those sleep, those darkened you may lose the path they make. Those fearful, those sleep, those darkened may lose the path they make. Those fearful, listen, those darkened you have to path. There are always wolves, there are always spells, there are always beams, there are giants. Also into the woods you go again. You have to every now and then. Into the woods, no telling when. Be ready for the journey. Into the woods, but not too fast. Or what you wish you lose at last. Into the woods, but mind the past.
Into the woods, but mind the future.
Into the woods, but not to stray. Protect the wolf, rescue from the giant. The way is dark, the light is dim, but now there's you, me, her, and him. The chances look small,
The choices look grim,
but everything you learn there will help when you return there. The light is getting dimmer.
I think I see a glimmer.
Into the woods you have to go, but that's the way you learn to cope. Into the woods to find there's hope of getting through the journey. Into the woods each time you go, there's more to learn of what you know. Into the woods, but not too slow. Into the woods, it's nearing midnight. Into the woods to mind the wolf, to heed the witch, to honor the giant, to mind, to eat, to find, to think, to teach, to join, to go to the festival. Into the woods.